Hey everybody, it's Michael here with GoodEreader.com. Today I'm going to show you a few of the online cloud readers that are currently available in the market. Now these are fairly responsive, so you could access them on any tablet, your smartphone, your PC, and the entire reading experience will customize to your exact screen size. So if you have a 4-inch phone, if you have a 10-inch tablet, if you're on a PC, each of these pages I'll show you will customize to give you the optimal reading experience. I'm going to show you the Kobo Cloud Reader, Press Display by Newspaper Direct, Overdrive, Kindle, and Nook. So let's start with Kobo. Obviously, you have to register accounts and purchase books or just download samples, but each of your favorite ecosystems actually have these, but it's weird because they really don't promote them. We're going to click on War and Peace, so you can see that this is the book here. I guess you just click on the right hand side. If you're on a tablet, you would just swipe. And you can see here's some options. We can actually increase or decrease the size of the font. We can justify it. You can even change the font completely, but there isn't a whole lot of font options. You can also change the reading themes. So of course, white text on black background, optimal for reading at night. If you don't want a glaring white background, you can do sepia or just go with the normal. And then you could do 2 columns or just 1. Table of contents and just information on the book. Really, for the Kobo Cloud Reader, it's fairly bare bones. But once you have purchased books, this is your library here. You can also buy books as well. It's all touchscreen interface and such. So that's Kobo. Barnes & Noble actually has a cloud reader as well. What they've done is they've discontinued the Nook for PC and Nook for Mac, and they've encouraged users to visit this site in order to read all of your books online. So let's just read this book instantly. Okay, so you can see here is the first page. You could click on the side, or you could just use your mouse to scroll down. Let's see what type of options they have here. So you can see, unlike the Kobo reader, this does take a while for the text to populate, but unlike Kobo, you actually have way more font options. Or you could simply just go with the publisher's layout. Okay. So you can make it go full screen. Could share things via social media. And also the table of contents. So it does have some options that Kobo doesn't have, but overall doesn't really give you a wellspring of options. So this is the Nook for web. Read.amazon.com is Amazon's cloud reader. You can see on the books here we have a few books we own. So this is the Amazon interface. As you can see, there's a few things happening. If you just simply move your mouse up or move your hand for gestures, you can also see some text changes here. Now, it doesn't update it live on the screen, but you do have a preview window here, which is handy. So you can kind of get a sense on how big or small you want the text. And there's also lots of margin support, which is always excellent to see. And of course, white, sepia, and black. 1 or 2 column layouts. You can bookmark some notes that we've made on other tablets and e-readers that we own. Hey, my note of doom. I wonder what that has to say. My note of doom. How appropriate. Now, if we click on a word, we get dictionary meanings, highlights, and notes. Drag text. I can create a highlight. So this has definitely some advanced features. I like this one almost the best. And you could actually use it as well to buy books directly from Amazon. Anything you buy will automatically be in your cloud account, and then you could also read them in any official Amazon app. And that seems to go with Barnes & Noble and Kobo as well. If you buy an ebook on your Kobo e-reader, you could use it to read in your Kobo web app. Now here is Overdrive. This is Overdrive Read. It's their HTML5 solution. Again, it is responsive. This is just a sample book. But you can click on the table of contents and such. A little slow in updating, but it does the job. It doesn't really give you font like names like the other ones did, like Times New Roman, things like that. But it does have justification. Also line spacing, which is fairly cool. And then themes. Obviously, Overdrive has their own unique way of calling some very standardized features. Overdrive, if you borrow books from the library that do ebook lending, chances are you're dealing with Overdrive. So any book that you borrow from the library, you could actually use on the web, e.g. your phone, your tablet, and it's not just limited to one specific operating system. You could do it on your Windows 8 tablet, Windows 8 phone, Android, iOS, the list goes on. Press display is done by Press Reader. Here is where you could basically get thousands of newspapers, hundreds of different languages. But they have a default page here that allows you to read articles online. Fairly pixelated article. But you have lots of options here to zoom in. You can blog the page, email. You kind of do different views depending on what you want. You see thumbnail views here. You can follow the article on a specific page. I'm not logged in, so I can't use all features. But a lot of this news you're seeing is free, so you can kind of get the headlines, and then you could subscribe to like an individual paper if you wanted to, and actually read. So we can see we have the Der Standard. My guess is it's a German magazine of some sorts. So here is a way that you can actually use the web to read newspapers. So in this review, I've basically showed you Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Press Reader, a myriad of others. So I mainly wanted to bring to your attention some of the alternatives that are out there. Most people are just familiar with the dedicated apps that you would install, but you're not maybe too familiar on different ways that you could access your books via the web where you don't really need a dedicated app. Some platforms such as BlackBerry, Windows 8 Mobile, they may not have a lot of official apps by Amazon or Kobo or Barnes & Noble and so on. And so accessing it via your web browser and actually getting an all-rate experience that's optimized for both your PC and gesture support is very compelling. So for goodereader.com, my name is Michael, and everybody take care.